Fragile Dreams is an odd Wii game because at first I honestly thought it was a survival horror game like Silent Hill or Resident Evil. But after actually playing it and actually enjoying the game, because I thoroughly really do enjoy it, it really feels like a true RPG in its truest form. And that survival horror feel honestly just adds to the awesomeness of this RPG game. But the game suffers a lot of problems because it was on the Wii. One of the problems is, of course, the standard definition graphics. The game is a beautiful game, and even on standard definition, the game is beautiful. But I feel like on the PC, if this game was really ported to the PC, this game would actually benefit a lot from being in true 1080p, true 4K, or even true 720p, if you're still playing 720p. But one of the biggest problems, not just the graphics, but the biggest problem of the game was the Wii's motion movement to simulate the guy, using the flashlight. And the Wii's motion, it was a good attempt, and for all precise purposes, it does work really good. But it's not as precise as a mouse. I did feel like I was getting the delays and stuff like that. I mean, it could be because my Wii is connected to an HD TV, but the mouse is so much better. Like the keyboard and mouse would go perfectly with this game, with the mouse controlling the Wii's motion and the first mouse button, the second mouse button, emulating the A and B of the Wii, and of course the WSAD for the actual nunchuck movements. Everything about this game honestly would port so much better for the PC, and this game would be a so much better game if it was ported or just originally released on PC. Pandora's Tower was such an unexpected surprise. Oh my god. Like the Wii, honestly, it's not a graphic power, console. It's not even a good standard definition console because the PS2 was a way better standard definition console. But this game just gave the Wii so much hope, and it really did prove that the Wii is capable of delivering not only beautiful graphics, but at the same time, probably one of the most complete like RPG storylines I have seen in a while. Like this game, like the story is such a heartfelt story, and it's such a beautiful story. It's such a great love story that honestly, the Wii just did not do this game justice. I mean, the controls, because of the Wii's motion controls, they tried to port it over to like a more traditional controller setup, and it did work, and it can work on the PC. The graphics, the movie scene graphics looked so beautiful. They looked like HD, even though they wasn't HD. So imagine the same quality graphics on a PC that's true HD with better mechanics because the mouse is a way better, device than actually the Wii's motion controller. You know, just imagine if this game was truly ported and a good port. Not the Final Fantasy ports that we've been getting for actually PC that are just horrendous, and it actually takes the modding community to actually fix it because the actual companies are just too lazy to. But a true good port that has the qualities of Final Fantasy, but has such a great storyline that sometimes this game's storylines outbeats some of the storylines from actually Final Fantasy, in my opinion. This game is just the Wii just did not do this game justice. Like I was really disappointed that this game was a Wii exclusive because this game just looks like it has so much potential, and porting it over to the PC and maximizing on what makes this game great and fixing the little problems because of the Wii, like this game will be a powerhouse. This game will be a true staple of Japanese RPG style. I'm not a fan of simulator games. I don't like Farm Simulator, Cow Simulator, Flight Simulator. Yeah, I did enjoy that, but Steam has such an abundance of simulator type games, and to me, they all suck. But Room Factory Frontier, it combines the best of both worlds, basically. It combines the farming simulator style and the RPG style. And they really did a good job of incorporating them, merging them, and, put in that traditional Japanese RPG style of artwork, storyline, and it's overall, in my opinion, a fun game. But once again, I feel this game would really thrive on PC more so than it did on the Wii, because the Wii didn't really give this game that much exposure. If you weren't like a diehard fan of like Japanese RPGs, you probably wouldn't even know this game existed on the Wii. But this game was really fun. You know, People who like RPGs will like this game. Now, this game was actually classic controller compatible, and they did a great job making sure that everything felt natural. The farming felt natural with the classic controller. Everything just felt right. But once again, I felt like on the Wii, this game didn't really do it justice because it just didn't look right on my TV. And once again, I feel it was due to the standard definition of the Wii. Now, once again, you could play this game in HD using the Dolphin emulator, but it's not the same as a true PC port. You know, um, Emulators, they require a lot of resource, and they require sometimes more than what the average person's PC could handle. But if this was a true PC port, you know, even on an average PC, I felt this game will be playable even at 720p because the game is not that graphically heavy, but it does bring a nice graphical look to it that would be great addition to anybody's Steam library who has a good list of RPG games. Nintendo really promoted the last story hard. Like it was crazy the amount of promotion and exposure this game got. Cause once again, Nintendo was trying to showcase that the Wii can be a powerhouse console. And what better way to showcase the performance of the Wii with a very graphically intense Japanese RPG. Now I seen this time and time again with Final Fantasy series pushing the graphical and performance limits of consoles, in terms of visual, storyboard, and just overall gameplay. And the last story was actually a very big game. It was, I believe, on a dual layer DVD, which was like 7.96 gigs. So it was very large and very graphical. But I felt like it could have been so much better on another console. The Wii motion controller, even though it was good to play with it, it hindered it a lot because of the motion. Like it came with if you bought the bundle, it came with the classic controller pro, which was better, but because the game was originally designed with the Wii motion controller, some of the buttons on the classic controller just didn't feel right. So porting it over to PC, not only do we get the graphical improvements that game, I mean, even on the Wii, like the graphically games were beautiful, but like moving on, imagine playing it in true 4K or true 1080 with better audio, better voice over acting because on the Wii, I don't know if it was my TV or something, but the voice acting just didn't sound as sharp as it could be. So imagine on it on a 4K, PC or 1080p PC or even a 720 PC. Now, once again, emulators, even on a good PC, like I seen people on Dolphin and stuff like that, like the game, even on an emulator, it's not really truly optimized. I guess Dolphin has a little bit way more to go, but imagine it on a true PC port, and it could really showcase that Japanese RPG do have a place on PC because of the fact that the Final Fantasy PC ports have been crap, and some other Japanese RPG PC ports have been goodish. I mean, most of them were bad PC ports. Majority of them were good, but there were some bad. So this game could really, really benefit the PC because of the fact that the PC was just enhanced this beautifully, beautifully crafted game. I'm not a big fan of Valhalla Nights. I had it for the PSP, and me and my friends we did play it occasionally, but we played more Fantasy Star Portable. But what Valhalla Nights did get right was the co-op play. Now, co-op play hasn't really been seen in a while because of the internet and online multiplayer, but I feel co-op play is still vital for actually gaming, not just for nostalgic purposes, but for the fact that yes, online gaming is great, but sometimes one-on-one personal, playing co-op missions and stuff like that is still vital. There are still people that still do LAN parties, that still do co-op split screen. And Valhalla Knights is one of those games where it actually makes sense. And Fable Legends was gonna bring that back in my opinion. So now that Fable Legends is off the table, Valhalla Knights could really step in. And the game was actually fun for the Wii, but alone it's not so fun. But with a couple of your friends, two or three of your friends, do that, four player co-op missions. And if you want to take it even further by going online. See, this is where co-op meets online, and this is where the Wii lacked because the Wii's online wasn't really that great. It was a good start, but it wasn't that great. And this is where Valhalla Knights can shine on the PC because the PC there's a much greater online community. The game could really thrive. It could actually get mods and just overall make the game overall better than what it was on the Wii, which wasn't that possible because the game wasn't really that great to begin with. But I seen miracles done on PCs that made ports better. So PC could honestly make this game better, in my opinion.